See what we got.
All right, we're talking to Jett Howard today. This is my man. Been knowing him since he was a little Jett. Now he's a big Jett. So first, man, I want you to welcome to the show, Jett. Appreciate you coming on, man, giving us your time. I wanted to interview you because a lot of these young kids, which I'm doing now, I got a basketball camp. They think you just wake up out the bed and all of a sudden you become this top player in the country. So I wanted to get somebody on to show them that it's not. So my first question to you, my guy, is let me ask you how do you feel going into your senior year, man? How do you feel about it? How you feel? Do you feel good? How you feel about going into your senior year?
I feel good. I feel like I'm ready to go. I feel like I've been waiting for this moment for like all my life because I
Yeah,
finally get put in a position at IMG to,
yeah,
to score the ball and be that guy. So I've been waiting for this. So I'm happy.
cool, man.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you brought up IMG. A lot of kids think, man, that you just wake up and just kind of just become this top player. Now, tell me about a typical day during the season, and then tell me some of the sacrifices and that you make in the off season,
Well, Mark Kai know this one for sure because
man.
the IMG is no joke. So going into IMG, I thought it was gonna be sweet. Not gonna lie to you, but
Yeah,
during the season, I wake up at 7 a.m. to get some extra work in before lift.
yeah,
Then from there, I go to lift for about an hour. Then right after lift, you got practice. So you got to get in. You got to stay ready because dudes like I was 6 man, so dudes wanted my position too.
yeah,
So if you don't come with it at practice, it's
yeah,
gonna be a rough day. So
yeah.
I have
No,
practice. Then from there we go to lunch. Then we have school for only like 3 hours, so it's not that bad. Then after
yeah,
school, back in the gym, and it's like a repeating day. It's everything. And
Mm-hmm.
then off season, I work out with Remy, so and
yeah,
Felix, the strength and conditioning coach, and we
yeah,
do we work out every day basically.
yeah.
So it's 2 a days. Yeah.
Okay.
Were you prepared for that? Did you think it was going to be that intense? And have the coaches at IMG or have they continued to mention you that this is what your future is going to be like? This is what it's like at the next level.
Yeah, well, going into it, they didn't really expand on that. So I was like, okay, it's gonna be hard work. I mean, I've been doing this all my life, so it's nothing new. But once that first week gets you, you're like, okay, it's different, and you have to adjust. So that was basically like growing pains the first 2 months, but after that, I was good.
And then one more, Mark.
You cool?
How much would you say you practice compared to play in actual games? And practice meaning training, conditioning, all of it. Is it a lot more practice than it is actual play? Or do
Of
you feel like,
course, of
yeah.
course, because it's like we only play like 40 some minutes a game,
Mhm.
so it's like every day we working out, so we perfecting our craft. So it's a lot more than that, and it's crazy because like all that work that we do off the court, it goes into that one game or that games that we had during the season. So it's good though. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about I watched you play at IMG and I watched you play for Nightriders.
Yeah.
For me, for me, man, I want you to talk about with Nightriders. It seems like you just like loose and you like can just do your thing, man. You just more energetic, you more into it. Not to say that you're not like that at IMG. I just feel like when you play in the summertime, man, I see Jett Howard. Like
Yeah.
you like going at people, you talking trash, you shooting when you want. And IMG, I know it's a little bit more structure, but tell me the difference in that. Are you more comfortable with one or the other? Is one more freer than the other one? I just want to know that because I see the difference sometimes. And because I watch you all the time, I watch IMG and I watch Nightriders as well on the Baller TV. So I'm a basketball junkie, so I watch all you guys, man. So
I already
give me
know.
the difference between both of those. Like, are you more comfortable with one than the other? Is one more freer?
You see the difference between IMG and Night Riders is I feel like we had more like guys that were like high level. So like I had to get used to playing with them and feeding off of them. So it was kind of tough at first, because I didn't know my role on the team. I didn't know what I was there for. So I had to figure that out. And towards the end of the season, I started to figure out my role and what I was here for and what to do, and which was to play defense and knock down open shots. But this year, I think my role gonna change big. But with Nightriders, it's always been like that. So it's just go out and hoop. So I ain't even had to think twice. So it really wasn't no pressure. It was just doing what I do. So that's what I love about it.
Now, are you satisfied with where you're at, or do you still feel a lot of pressure to become something bigger? Where are you at where do you feel like you're at in your career right now?
I feel like I'm doing all right, but I'm definitely not satisfied because I feel like there's a lot of people ahead of me in these like rankings and stuff that I don't think are even as close as good as me, I feel like. So I think I just have to keep going and keep working and follow the plan.
Yeah. So I mean, what are
the rankings on your mind?
Yeah. Exactly.
Are the rankings on your mind when you play, or is it just more like I'm trying to get better? Because or you in your mind you're like, okay, I got to go out here and do this because I want to get ranked higher, or are you like, okay, I'm already ranked, so let me just go out here and just do me and get better? What is your mentality going into the summer?
I was never the person to think about rankings because once we get to college, it's all evened out anyway. So it's like, man, I don't even got to worry about that. But I just feel like these so-called experts and stuff like that haven't figured that this person is better than me. So if I see you ahead of me on the list, I'm gonna automatically feel like I have to go at you or I have to prove something against you. So that's really what it is. Yeah.
Okay, competitive nature.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
When I look at a player like you, I look at someone that like really grew up with social media. Some of the first players that I worked with, it was kind of like just when social media was starting, right? So like Ben Simmons, and he kind of even missed that boat a little bit into what you had out of Trae Young and Michael Porter, and now with like LaMelo Ball and like some of the biggest guys on the internet. What have you done to maybe quiet the noise? Because at the end of the day, social media, I'm sure people just tell you that it doesn't matter, this, that, and the other thing. So what are some things that you tell yourself to quiet the noise in your head, to maybe silence some of those social media things that could come at your ego a little bit?
I just listen to my pops because he tells me don't worry about that type of stuff and what's actually I need to work on and what actually matters. So I feel like I was never the type of person to even care about those rankings or social media stuff like that. I think it's cool, but I don't think it's like actually basketball because we're getting away from basketball when we buy into that stuff. So I just think we should just go ahead and hoop.
I'm going to quote you on that. I love that. I think that's, I think that's some really, really good advice. And, I mean, even though you're getting that advice from your pops who did not have that same type of environment when he was growing up, I mean, I still think it's valid. But let's see, any other questions? How is just talk about your dad and the role he's played in your development. And, here you are kind of at one finish line, kind of, almost getting, I know IMG kind of accelerates, some sort of college process, but, you're about to take off, if you will. There goes the plane pun, the jet pun. I love it. You're about to take off. So just talk about your dad and how he's helped you develop into the player you are today.
He's basically shaped and molded me into the player I am today because he's been there since forever, and he was never the dad to like make me choose basketball. It was kind of just me. So I love that too. So when I was young, I always used to be in the backyard working out with him because he'd be on the road and stuff. And he had games and stuff. When he was there, he would work out with me. He would yell at me, beat me up sometimes. So it just kind of made me tough and just have to like killer like in me. I feel like I just have like I just want to let loose when I get on the court. So I feel like that's him. He also helped me with training from different guys he linked me up with, like Remy and stuff like that. So he been there all steps of the way. Yeah.
Do you find it pressure with that, or do you embrace that? You know, me and Markai have that kind of tug of war thing where I try to get on him, but I don't want him to have that pressure. Okay, I got this NBA dad, I got to live up to this. So is it a balance there? Like where you like, okay, I got a guy that's been a guy here that's been through this. So I got a prime example. I'm gonna just follow what he says, or when you get on the court, is it pressure because Juwan Howard is your dad?
No, it was never pressure. I feel like challenge because I want to be better than him. I don't want to, and I don't even like when people say son of Juwan Howard. I don't like that either. So I really want to have my own name. So I feel like if we were to lace him up at the same time, I feel like I'll beat him. So I'll beat him. So I feel like I just embrace it. And take on the challenge. I listen to what he says too, because I usually it goes in one ear and out the other sometimes. So I try to, when I'm getting older, so I try to like really sit down and listen to what he's saying.
Yeah.
Because he's giving like, nice little gems and stuff like that. So I try to listen. But yeah, there's no pressure.
And then I guess last question, when did you start training? When did you start taking basketball seriously, training with a trainer, doing more in the off season? Around what age was that for you?
Like 5.
Really? You were working with a trainer at 5 years old?
No, I was working myself out.
Nah. When did you take that next level?
I promise. But that next level, okay. I'll say when I got here, I was around 12. I started working out. I switched from Miami City Ballers to Nightriders.
Got you. Yep.
My head coach was Remy Workouts, and from there he was like, "Man, they ain't teach you nothing. Here, I'm gonna show you how to hoop for real."
So he started as your AAU coach.
Yeah, he started as my AAU coach,
Nice.
and that was a blessing by itself because I got to work out with him whenever, and we had practice and stuff like that. So that's when I started to see like, okay, this is what I have to do. And I'm gonna take it serious. But I always had like that dream to be an NBA player or in college and stuff like that. So I always been taking it serious. But I guess that would be like for real take serious.
Okay. I think it's always big when you make that jump to like the elite AAU team. It's always big. But good to know when you did it as 12. I think that's helpful for other kids out there that might be watching this. So that's all I got. I thank you for. Thanks for joining us. Heard you got a nice big day full of workouts today. Drink water, stay hydrated, and get at it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jett, man. Appreciate it, young fella. I'm always be watching, man. You know we fam anyway, so I'm always watching, my dude. Always.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, my guy. Good luck in July, man. Hopefully y'all gonna make it to the Peace Jam this year.
I got y'all.
The championship, though. I'm talking about the last game. I see y'all on the last game, though. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
All right, my dude. Be easy.